morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio, so today we need to have a good old chat about some new products that have gone and been revealed, products which you might see popping up around, well, online and in some other places. Some things that frankly you should know about. So let's start off with a new Raikou Blister. Raikou being one of the most commonly mispronounced Pokemon. It's not Raikou, it's not Raikou, it is in fact Raikou. General rule with me and Pokemon names is, if they've been competitive, or a version of them has been competitive, since I started casting in 2016, I've probably looked up the pronunciation, and I know it, even though I don't always say them perfectly. But if they haven't, then I might not have ever looked it up, and I might not have a clue. So starting off then, with this Raikou Blister, what do we get? Well, we got ourselves a pack of Phantasmal Flames, a pack of Mega Evolution, and a Raikou. Now, as a side note, and a Raikou coin, I should say. And as I've said many times before, generally when we get these product images, these promo images, they're usually pretty spot on. It is not a guarantee that you will get one pack of Phantasmal Flames and one pack of Mega Evolution. Sometimes they are different, but especially in the past few years, these have been more often than not spot on. So, pack of Phantasmal Flames, pack of Mega Evolution. If nothing else, you got a pack of each of the two new sets. That's very, very cool. And then you get your coin and your Raikou promo. Here's what it says on the back of the pack. Not much. Give your collection a boost. Expand your collection with a foil Pokemon TCG card featuring Raikou, plus a metallic coin and 2 Pokemon TCG booster packs. Short, sharp, to the point. How excited are we about the Raikou? Not sure. Firstly, Takumiwara artwork, love it. But it is just the Raikou that came around in Mega Evolution. Now, that doesn't mean it's exactly the same. It might have a different foil pattern or something along those lines. If it does, it makes it a much better product. Otherwise, it comes down to whether you can find this for a decent price with the 2 packs and all of that. If it is just a straight reprint, then the card is not that worth worrying about. But they do sometimes come through with different foil patterns, and that's awesome. In terms of playability, we've got 2 energy, 30 damage, but if you have at least 4 lightning energy in play, it does 90 more. Okay, so 2 here, 2 on the bench, 120 on a single prize Pokemon. It's not terrible. And we haven't yet seen the rotation of Electric Generator, which is going to make it easier to get energy into play. And obviously we have got Magneton, which makes it easier to get energy into play. So getting 4 energy into play is not necessarily the most difficult thing in the world. The question is whether we want to use 2 of them to do 120 damage on a single prizer. And I think probably most of the time the answer is no, 120 isn't quite enough. As a fun little side note, there is a different configuration of this coming. It's exactly the same. It's just, smaller. Essentially, if anyone's wondering, the reason why these exist, because it's still the same 2 packs, the same promo card, the same coin. The reason essentially is some shops like local game stores have very little space for displaying products, so they want things that they can put up and take as little space as possible. That's the thin one with the 2 packs behind the Raikou properly. Whereas some stores want bigger things that stand out on the shelves, hence the wider configuration with the Raikou not really covering the packs at all. That's why we have these 2 configurations. It comes down to, as a shop, do you want a small product so you can fit more on your shelves, or do you want a bigger product to grab attention? And literally, even the back of the pack is the same. Same copy, same artwork. They've just, squished it in a little bit. So that's what we got for the Raikou Blister. What else do we have? We have a couple of knockout collections. One featuring Kyogre and one featuring Suicune. Yay! And once again, these come with a couple of packs. So if we start off with Kyogre, we have a Kyogre promo, and we have ourselves a code card. Lovely. We then have ourselves a couple of packs. Now, these seem to be Surging Sparks and Twilight Masquerade, which on the one hand, they are older sets. They're not the most recent sets. A lot of the time, things like these knockout collections, I can't say for certain. I don't work for Pokemon. I don't have any insider information, but I did teach business for 13 years and then quit to cover card games. So I kind of know card game business quite a bit. And a lot of the time, products like this are simply, what packs do we have lying around? How can we repackage them to sell them? Okay, we've got a bunch of Surging Sparks and a bunch of Twilight Masquerade. Let's whack them in this knockout collection. The fact that it's in a sealed box rather than a clear blister pack means you can put older packs in there because you're essentially not guaranteeing so much. With the Raikou blister, they're front and center going, hey, look, it's the new sets. Whereas here, they're in a little box. You can't see what packs are inside. Nothing is guaranteed, so you can put older packs in there. Having said that, and I've been very vocal about this, and I've made a whole video about this, the best set of the Scarlet and Violet era is probably Twilight Masquerade. If you're looking from a pure collection standpoint, then yeah, Prismatic Evolution's fine. But if you're looking at an overall collectability, playability, just the overall best set in Scarlet and Violet, I'm telling you guys, it's this. It's Twilight Masquerade, best set in the Scarlet and Violet era, and I stand by that. So it's actually a pretty nice pack selection. So you get your 2 packs, you get your Kyogre promo, what else do you get? A really rather nice set of stickers. And here's the thing that gets me, right? You've got your 2 Kyogre stickers, which are the same, but one's got a background and the other's just Kyogre. But then a sticker of the card. I adore stickers and t-shirts and anything along those lines where it is, look, it's the actual card. This makes me happy. I adore this. I think this is wonderful. Is the Kyogre wonderful? Well, it is again from Mega Revolution, and the selling point here is single energy, 20 damage for each basic water energy in your discard, and then shuffle them into your deck. And that's where the card kind of falls down. Because we've seen like Ceruledge here does damage based on cards in your discard pile, and that's actually really good, but there's 2 things that Ceruledge has that Kyogre doesn't. Number 1, Ceruledge's any energy doesn't have to be basic water, and number 2, it doesn't shuffle the cards back in. The problem with shuffling the cards back in is that you get your 1 big hit, but then next turn you do like naff and you have to refill your discard pile and it gets a little bit awkward. Oh, what does it say on the back for Kyogre? 1 legendary Pokemon, 1 awesome set. Discover a treasure trove of Pokemon TCG fun in this special set featuring the legendary Pokemon Kyogre as a cool foil card. You'll also find 2 Pokemon TCG booster packs to open, plus a fun sticker sheet. And then it lists all of that in the contents. The other knockout collection we've got coming here is a Suicune. And again, we get yourself, the Suicune promo with promo card. And again, we get ourselves an awesome sticker sheet. And I love the sticker sheet because we've got a sticker of the card. And I don't know why things like that make me very, very, very happy. And the card, funnily enough, is actually from Phantasmal Flames. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this might actually be the brand new first reveal of this Suicune card in English. I think this might be the first place we've seen this Suicune as an English card. Is it any good? It's literally Raikou in water. It's literally water Raikou. The problem is that in terms of accelerating water energy, at least outside of Pokemon TCG Pocket, it's not so easy. We got like Baxcalibur, which firstly is a stage 2 and secondly is going to be rotating before too long. So I'm not sure I trust it. So I think Raikou is the better of the 2. But it is still kind of cool that this is the first reveal of this Suicune card. I think that's rather lovely. So there we go. We got 2 new knockout collections and we've got the Raikou Blister, which comes in 2 different configurations. Look out for these. These are cool products. And certainly if you're trying to buy like the newer sets, this Raikou Blister might end up being a blessing in disguise. And remember what I've said. If the promos have some kind of different foil, then all of a sudden it becomes a much cooler product. So there we go. That's what you need to know. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about these. Are you picking them up? Are you interested? Are you skipping them? Let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.